Oh man. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Copy invite link. So my computer just decided it was going to restart. It didn't restart, so I'm pretty sure we can resume the episode. Let me do allow participants to start recording local files in case my computer does restart, not restore. And one of the Adams Shells will join again, and we will have some redundancy in this thing because this made me extremely nervous. Right, dude. Right, so I think I might have just freaked out unnecessarily. It said your computer needs to restart,
Yep.
and the only option it gave me was restart.
Oh,
Whereas it's normally like remind
yeah, there's
me,
a restart
in the
later or
future.
something, or yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't restart it. But the recording recorded, and now I've got another recording. The other thing I did was I let you record. So if you hit record on yours, we'll
Where
have a backup plan.
where do I find that?
Just in the little icons down the bottom, you should
Oh,
have a
yep.
record option. And we normally don't even do this. Like normally, like out of like 108 episodes, I think I've just recorded every single one. Never had a problem. Maybe one of them we had a problem,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
yeah, that just freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Uh,
They could I wondered too if the internet here, I'm not sure what if it works. There's a massive storm rolling over here at the moment.
there is a storm here too. Yeah, could
Yeah.
be that. Yeah. So the singing thing's interesting. I like my whole life I've wanted to learn the guitar and make. Hang on, you're gonna have to say something about what you're drinking right now. I've just
Oh
noticed.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, it was a bit of a break. So yeah, I finished the last one. So yeah, yeah. So I had to crack the Helios Dionysus, which now that I'm drinking it as well, I wish I didn't crack it because
Oh,
it tastes so good. And I wish I still kept it, but then what am I going to do? I'm going to still drink it.
well, you
Uh,
can't have your cake and eat it too. That's
no, that's
the
it.
old
I
saying.
know, but
So
all I would do would be share it with someone. So then I'd
that's
actually drink
fair.
less of it. So now I'm getting to drink all of it. So I should just be.
Exactly. And you're sharing it with the 12 people,
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
via the internet,
Yep.
if it holds up.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's stellar. No, cheers. Well,
Nice. Right. Let's get a little sneaky photo of that just so we got the whole hazy in the mix. Right, let me put the cowboy hat on again. I think it makes the photo better. Right, here we go. Right, no, I'll get the bottle in here. Yeah, that's brilliant. Such good content.
that's right.
Um,
Look at us go.
I think it's yeah, I think music's one of those things. Like I've always wanted to make music and play guitar, and I've known like three chords since I was about 12 years old,
Yep.
and I've never progressed past that. But
Yeah.
it's still in my head. I'm like, still one day I will make some songs, and
Yeah.
but you're doing it, so much
Well,
respect.
it's yeah, it's that like because I don't mind anyone who knows me knows that I don't mind being the center of attention in any sort of group. Um, and if I've got a microphone and karaoke's on, it's all the more better because people have to listen to you then. But it's
You got a good attitude, and probably not you're not shy, which is nice.
I just don't get embarrassed. But
Yeah,
but my young fella Cade, he's only 7, and I'm trying to, and as a parent, you're trying to do all these things and let them learn all this stuff and see what sticks and what they like to do, and so that you can help them sort of move into that
yeah.
realm. And he's got a keyboard, he's got a guitar, he's got a recorder.
Wow.
He loves singing, and I'm sort of like, well, I'm shit at all of that, but I'm just thought, oh, maybe I can get some sort of music thing and I can help him sort of move into that realm. I don't know. Just
So when this cut off, I was asking how do you actually do it in the car? So like, do you get
yeah.
reminders or do you get an app or
No, I've got a podcast that I follow
right?
called Simply Singing, and they've got different lessons on there. It's basically a whole bunch of just noises. There's a lot of things you can do. So one of the things you can do, you've got to teach yourself the range, and the first thing to do is to hum like the song. So you got to pick a song. So it's
How about get your hands off my woman, motherfucker by the Madness?
yeah, yeah, but you gotta hum it, and then once you get the hums, you're like And once you get those, like you start getting your vocal cords, it's a real weird thing. But
Wow.
I recorded a whole bunch of songs like on my TikTok, just to see so that I can go back in a year's time and look at myself and laugh and like a
Oh, that's cool.
dickhead.
Whereas members of the 12 now can go to your TikTok and laugh at you now. So that's a sort
Yeah,
of
that's
VIP.
exactly right. Yes. And I don't mind, go for it. It's called Singer in a Year. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. I don't give a shit.
I listen to lots of podcasts about songwriting, and it's like this whole magical, crazy thing. It's the best content.
Yep.
Listening to like musicians about how they make music is amazing. There's one on the Song Exploder, which is one of the best ones.
Yep.
There's another one I started listening to and finished it within like 4 days, interviewing Paul McCartney
Yep.
on some of the songs and how he wrote them. It's
Yeah, right.
fucking mind blowing shit. Like if you think about that guy who wrote like over 1,000 songs and songs like that are recognizable to almost every human on earth,
Yep.
and not just one, like
Yeah.
song after song after song after song. And it's
Yep.
like, how the fuck does that happen?
Yeah.
And getting into that brain is so intriguing.
Well, it's like Sia, right? When she started,
Mm.
she wrote a whole bunch of songs for people.
Yeah.
And the reason that she released her first album was they were all the songs that all these singers rejected.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she just was like, oh, no, they're still good songs. So she released them to prove that, they were still a good song. So
That happens all the time. The music industry is pretty dodgy. Like it's pretty,
yeah.
there's not much transparency. There's so much that that I'm Blue, the
Yep.
lady who remade that with David Guetta.
Yep.
B Rexner, I think her
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
yep.
She like sung half of Rihanna's songs and like wrote half of these songs.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton's the same. Have you seen Chris Stapleton, the country guy?
Yeah.
Dude, that dude is the fucking king. And
Yeah.
he started just writing songs for other people. There's so many people who've
Yeah.
just written. There's one guy, this Max guy, who's written like 300 of the biggest hits of our
Oh, yeah, I know
entire
the guy you're
generation.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some Swedish dude or something.
Yeah, just sits down, just writes bangers and
Yeah.
just goes, hey, Britney, have this one. Hey, fucking Maroon 5, have this one.
Yeah. I
Crazy.
couldn't write songs because I don't know instruments and stuff, but I do write poetry. I've been writing poetry since I was a kid. So
Well, that's how all the Elton John
I'd
songs
fancy
come about.
myself
Like,
as a lyricist, I guess. But
well, there you go. Like Elton John was like his guy. He's like, hey, I wrote this down. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. And he's like, hands it to Elton John. Elton's like, oh, it probably goes like this, and just makes the fucking song instantly.
yeah,
He's like given the words. Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, nothing to do with beer, and we're getting like extremely off track.
Yeah.
All right. Running a bar in Alaska. You sent me this. I actually didn't copy the link you sent me. So, but you know this. Have you got it in front of you by any chance?
Yes.
All right.
Well, fuck, I did, and now it's gone. But
Craft beer professionals, I think, had
craft
a
beer
thread
professionals,
about
it's on.
challenges.
Yeah. It's So this
Here it
dude,
is.
this dude in Alaska came on, and what did he ask? Where is it?
I got it here. So it says Alaska craft beer peeps.
Yeah.
Has anyone successfully held a paint night in their tap room where the artist comes in, does step-by-step painting, and he sort of says, because of our wonky laws, our state has. Is there any law prohibiting? Because he's worried it's not actually legal to do it.
Yeah. And that's one of the first things I saw was his dude comment, and he said, "I'm sorry, there's a law in Alaska banning entertainment in tap rooms."
Yeah.
And oh man, and he commented, he said, "Yeah, you're telling me 36-ounce alcohol beverage limit per person per day, which is 1.02 liters, so 2 pints essentially.
2 pints,
or even less. It's less than 2 pints.
It's about the size of this bottle. We're
Yep.
over the limit already, which is probably fair.
Yeah, a 5-gallon to go limit, that's a fair bit actually. But you can't, no entertainment. That includes TVs, live music, trivia nights, provided board games, cards. And they did.
That can't be true. That just can't be true.
Yeah.
I hope we've got some Alaskan viewers who can dead wrong us on this, because there's just no way that can be true.
And it says we did just move from an 8 p.m. close every night to a 9 p.m. close with a hard close at 9:30, where everyone must be out of the tap room and beer patios by that time, which is pretty similar to our liquor license laws, unless.
Well, it depends where they are too. Like, I mean, if they're in a local street somewhere, and
yeah.
yeah.
But But looking at some of the comments, like even Montana is the same. Sounds like Montana, 40 ounce per person per day, stop serving at 8 p.m. No ABV over 13.9%, but no music or
Dude.
TV.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna put my hat on for this. I've been watching Yellowstone, and trust me, those no fucking laws exist in Montana. Okay, that is fake fucking news. All right, I'm taking the hat off.
Oh, so here it gets better. So in Montana, here at least you can buy
Okay,
a
wait. Putting the
beer
hat back
and
on.
yep, you can buy a beer and wine license for 100,000 to stay open later and serve however much you want, plus guest taps and wine. So
Okay, that sounds, yes, I believe that.
yeah,
I 100% believe that. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, oh man, but how do you think how do people stay open and how does that get policed?
Well, to give you guys some perspective, when we started Black Ops, that was what 2014 or 2015 when we started the negotiations for the tap room. They gave us 12 square meters for the tap room. That was the final approval.
Yep.
12 square meters. So if you think about what 12 square meters is, that's a bedroom. That's a
Yeah.
small bedroom. That's the entire space we had for the tap room. And the only reason we got it was because we had a local councillor who supported us.
Yeah,
The
right.
council didn't want a fucking bar of it. No one in the area wanted a bar of it, but there was one particular local councillor who supported us. And the entire time, our biggest fight was allowing people to drink full size beers.
Yep.
For like almost the entire time, the rules were going to be you could only have tasters. You could only have a 150 mil glass of beer. So like, I mean, that compared to what you just read out, I could go on a craft beer professional and say our tap room was 12 square meters. We had to close by 6 p.m. and we could only have 150 mil per person. And that would be, who the fuck is going to go to that place?
No.
So it's not that much better here.
How did you fight that? To change it? Like, did they have to change laws for you, or did you get a different license? Or
we opened for about 6 months to a year with that 12 square meters, and to be honest, it was the fucking best time for the whole tap room. It was like a serious vibe.
Yeah.
And you get 20, 30 people in there, and they would all send it pretty quickly and leave, and we'd have a lineup, and we'd do quite well as a business. We had a little storage area next to it, which just made perfect sense for people to sit there. And we just did it anyway, even though, we weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
And after about a year, we went back to the council and said, like, 12 square meters is fucking ridiculous. We had noise restrictions and everything else. We said, we're not breaking any noise. We're not going outside. We need to have this area for the tap room. It's only an extra 30 square meters or something. And they gave us that. And to this day, as far as I know, I haven't been there in 2 years, but as far as I know, that's still all they got.
Yeah.
It's just that tiny little space. And to be honest, like that, if we weren't fighting that, it would be fucking hard for any brewery on the Gold Coast to get any approval for fucking anything. Because we were the first ones in an area that wasn't like way out in industry.
Yeah, because the right across from there was residential.
100%.
Yeah.
And so I mean, you got to fight it, and then people fought it more than us. Like Precinct Scotty, who's who I know pretty well. He's one of those guys, and Grandad Jacks, those guys.
Yep.
They were people who were just like, we're just going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it, and we're going to deal with the consequences later. We weren't like that. We were like, by the book. But it does take people who are just like, no, that's fucking stupid. And Scotty would be like, okay, if it's not going to happen, I'm going to get a fucking front page story done in the bulletin about how shit this is.
Yep.
Everyone's going to get angry about it. The local council's going to get phone calls, and we're just going to do this prolonged fight until we figure this shit out. And people like that are the only reason why we can have fucking breweries in suburbs.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know Helios deals with restrictions because they got their residential so close.
Yeah, if you're on the Gold Coast, tip for anyone wanting to start a brewery, if you can find an industrial area more than 150 meters away from residential, as the crow flies, so look at it on Google Maps, then you're probably in a good spot. If you're not, it's going to be an absolute, even now, it's going to be a shit fight.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's a self-assessable thing. If you're far enough away from residential, it's a self-assessable thing. It's much easier. But if you imagine you started a brewery, like we started that, and we're like, all of our money was into it.
Yep.
We were completely fucked if it didn't work.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting around. We're sitting around hoping they fucking give us approval. And so many breweries do this. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Yep. yeah, I couldn't do that stress at all.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Next news item: Gab's up and coming breweries.
No, we missed Carlsberg.
Oh shit! You sent me this. I didn't even see
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
So
Oh well,
Carlsberg buys a stake in McKellar, 20%.
Matty Wolf, actually put me onto this. He told me about this one this morning.
One of the 12.
One of the 12.
Yep.
So yeah,
Actually turns up to our meetups too. Turned up to the Adam Beer Brew Day. Well, Hendo did too, but
yep, yeah,
Matty Wolf's got a 2 out of 2 attendance record on time
yep.
to both meetups, and Hendo has a 1 out of 2.
Anything beer related, he can smell it out and he just rolls
Yeah,
up, mate.
exactly. Right.
But yeah, he sent me this one. I actually said when he sent it to me, I actually said back to him and I was like, oh, I don't really care because I don't drink a lot of McKellar beers, and it's if it was 100%, it'd be a bigger story, I think. But this day and age in the economy and everyone's sort of getting bought out and stuff, but 20% doesn't really seem like it's going to change the landscape too much.
Yeah, I remember when Four Pillars sold a chunk of their business to CUB, I think it was, and it was about 20 something percent. And they're like, it's not going to change anything, not going to change anything. Meanwhile, 3 or 4 years later, they sold the whole thing. And,
Yeah,
they were sort of able to build the brand while being not fully independent. And they kind of
yep,
realize, okay, no one gives a shit about them not being independent. May as well buy
yes,
the whole thing.
yep,
But on the flip side, you look at something like Ballistic, who you effectively work for.
yeah,
They sold about that percent of their business,
yep,
and I assume in the hope that they'd be supported by the parent company in Mighty Craft.
yeah,
You kind of, when you're a founder of the business, you fucking feel alone. You're like alone on a desert island. You want some financial security.
yeah,
I imagine at the time Dave Kitchen probably saw a bit of financial security in Mighty Craft,
yeah. I guess so.
and
I mean, I can't speak for him or what was going on back then. I think the big spiel would have been from Mitacraft would have been national ranging and all of that sort of stuff. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I
But
mean,
I
McKellar
guess I
doesn't
guess the
just
point I'm
have
making
one
is like
brewery.
like like 20%, like you said, it's not control. So for a big company, they can put their toes in the water. If it works well, they'll probably buy the whole thing. But
Yep.
if it doesn't work out, they can pull out like it's fucking nothing, like Mighty Craft did with Ballistic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think what it is it says under the terms of the deal, Carlsberg will distribute McKellar's beers in their home market. So I think it also gives McKellar a bigger footprint
Yeah,
for distribution as well. Which I mean, if that's what you want to chase after, that'll get you volume, I guess. So
yeah, they're not really a volume brewery though, are they? I've only had their sort of limited small batch stuff. I don't really know what they sell outside
no,
of
well,
that.
that's I sort of didn't think that they were too big, but reading through the article, it still says McKellar still has bars in cities, including London, Paris, and Tokyo. The company
Yeah, they're
said,
all bars. I've been to the Tokyo one. They're all
yeah,
bars.
yeah,
They're not like breweries. I
no,
don't
but
think they have a single brewery.
no. So what are they? Just a contract
They're a
brewer?
contract. Yeah. The
Yeah,
brew cult, the international brew cult. Then
yep,
they don't have their own brewery. They're a contract brand, Gypsy.
yeah. Oh, more power to them.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I hope founders of breweries do well. That's my hope, and I hope they do well out of it.
Yeah, yep.
All right, Gab's up and coming breweries. You also sent me this one, and I did have this on my list because I remember being at Gab's last year and being at the hiker stand, and that was super cool. I was like, holy shit, you guys have got a stand at Gab's. That's crazy.
Yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah. I reckon this is a really good initiative by Gabs as well because
Yeah,
there's a lot of breweries that probably have wanted to go to Gabs for a long time and then just sort of thought, oh, it's just a bit too much. But if you can get into this, and obviously like looking at it, now in its third year, attracted 63 applications. So
yeah, wow.
it's
And that's
obviously,
so, and that's people who've never presented at Gab's, right? Is that the
yep,
criteria?
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's never like I think you've been able to have a beer in the container bars, but I think
Oh
if
yeah,
you've
yeah, but never
never
had
been you've
yeah,
never had a facing
right.
at the festival yourself. Yeah. So and it's good too because as you pointed out, there's 12 breweries. So
Oh, that's a nice coincidence.
yeah,
Also,
yeah.
21 applicants, which is 12 backwards. So
Oh yeah, Well, that's only for ACT in New South Wales.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
There
I'm
was
skimming
63
through it.
total. But if
Yeah.
you reverse that, that's 36, and that's 3 times
Okay, right.
12,
You blew my
which
mind.
means
Holy shit. Jeez.
doing some crazy maths
All
here.
right. All right. Wait. 2024. That's a multiple of 12, isn't it? Hang on. Let me just. Oh, all
Oh,
right.
oh, oh.
Um. So 224 Brisbane Gabs will feature New South Wales Common People Brewing. I fucking love that place, dude. That place
I
is
haven't been there. Yeah, but I'm
excellent.
really cool to really keen to see it.
Common People in Bangalow is it's probably my favorite tap room.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah, it's like the perfect. It's like a shed that has been turned into this just stunning brewery. They've made the shed feel like not a shed, like because they've got like a brick veneer on the outside, like it feels like a
Yep.
brick old school building. Um, they've got a huge leafy area outside that's really cozy and intimate. They've got delicious pizzas. The beer's really good. They've got copper equipment,
Yep.
so it's sexy as fuck. They have like a guy who plays a guitar in amongst that equipment, and then like long tables, a stunning bar, a pizza oven, and then a takeaway area. It's like the
Yeah.
perfect whoever just fucking designed this tap room slash brewery. Oh, and then they've got a mezzanine. So it's a huge shed, like it's probably 6, 7 meters high, and a
Yeah.
mezzanine where you can look up and you can see barrels and like malt
Yeah.
and
Wow.
stuff. That I mean, I don't even know if they use the shit that's up on the mezzanine, but it's so sexy for something that's in a little industrial estate in Bangalore.
Yeah.
Whoever designed that place is a fucking genius, and
I
the
think
beer's really good.
I think Joel and I are aiming to get there early this year for our podcast. We want to go and hit up a lot of those guys because we want to get down to Charlie and interview him again at his new digs.
In Whoopi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, yeah. That place
yeah,
is really cool too.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, common people have come up on our radar heaps of times. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think I was
amazing.
quite surprised to see Maddock
Yeah,
in
that's
the
cool too.
Queensland ones. I actually thought that they'd had a stand before at Gav. So yeah, I reckon it'll
You
be
know how
Carleaf
expensive it
and
is to have a fucking stand of Gabs? Like it's not
yes,
like
yes, I do.
breweries don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you do.
definitely do. Yes.
Like a small independent family-owned brewery that sells Belgian beers. I imagine, not to speak out of turn, I imagine can't fucking afford a stall about a Gab.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
this is
Oh,
awesome. I love this for that.
yeah, I do too. I think it's really good. I reckon it's a great initiative by Gabs to be doing it as well. So I think it's awesome.
Nice. All right. Next item. Just a quick one. Canberra Craft Beer Festival returns. I'm not from Canberra, but some pretty good
Yeah,
fucking
right.
breweries there, and
Yeah. Well,
looks like a good event.
I didn't know about that. You were talking before about the local beer legends thing on the Crafty Pint, and today's one was I can't remember the guy's name, but from Cypher
Oh yeah,
Brewing, and he's opened up. They're opened up in the city as well, or in the ACT at least. Um, and I was like, oh, that I looked them up online and had a bit of a read. They sound really fucking cool.
nice.
I'd love to get
Yeah,
down and
Canberra's got a really good history of not many breweries, but some like pretty significant ones, and
yeah,
a city that has just embraced craft beer more than. Yeah, I mean, I used to go to Canberra well before we started Black Ops, and go to Ben Spoke, and it's like, holy shit, there's like 300 people in this venue drinking craft beer. This is crazy.
yeah,
They love it.
yeah. Well, yeah, because I looked at this Cypher Brewing and it's outside Canberra. It's well outside Canberra, but it's still in ACT, which is super small. So to me, everything is just Canberra when you're there. Um,
100%.
but it just looks like a really cool place to go. I'd love to go there and drink their beers and um, freeze because it's always fucking cold in Canberra.
Not
Or
at the
real
moment.
fucking hot.
My kids just went there last week to a farm in Canberra. Hot as complete balls, apparently.
Oh, yeah, my sister used to live there. Um, and yeah, I went to visit her once and actually I didn't. I tell a lie. I went there for work. And she'd moved away before I even got there. So
Oh,
uh,
that story took a really sad
yeah,
and dramatic
I
turn
know that
that
I
I
was
wasn't
there.
expecting.
No, I was there and I was talking to her. Yeah. But
Oh, well,
that's why I never
I,
caught up
I
with
used to
her.
go to Canberra all the time because my girlfriend lived there, and then we broke up.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, no, I was just doing the thing where you tell a story about Canberra and it's depressing at the end. All right. Oh
Anyway,
god. All right. Now we've got to do Adzi reacts, but let me just do this storm is fucking smashing us right now. But,
yeah,
there we go.
I can hear it outside as well. It's going pretty hard, eh?
All right. Right. Do you know? Wait. Can I let you share screen? Hang on. Security. I think you can do it. Do you have a little share screen
Yes.
button?
No, it says
Oh wait.
host
Here we go.
disabled.
Here we go. Now you should have it. So you need to bring up the Google Doc, share your screen, and do the Adzi reacts. You have to click the link on the Google Doc.
So,
Yeah, here we go. There we go. Yep.
is
And
that
then
what-
when you click it, there's an option to share sound.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. If you say yes, we might get cancelled, which I'm fine with, but Hendo doesn't like it.
Yep.
If you say
Do
no,
I need
it'll
to-
be boring because we won't hear the audio.
Do I need to have us here on the page so that we can?
Yes, we need to. Yeah, no, yeah. You got to leave us here.
Righto.
But I think wait, you've already shared. Did you do audio?
Oh
I don't
shit!
think you did audio.
No, hang on.
No, you got to go back. You got to go back.
How do you move this shit? Oh, there we go. All right.
When you share, are you still sharing? You got to stop sharing.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, when you share, there's down the bottom left, there's like a checkbox to share audio as well.
Right, okay. Oh, okay, yep.
If you do that, we're going to get cancelled, which I'm cool with.
Yeah, hang on. I'll share. I've got us there, so we're reacting. So
Did you get the audio? Did the audio thing?
Yeah, I did hit the audio. Yep.
All right, there we go. Let's do it.
All right, let's see how we go.
Yeah, copyright strike from TikTok. Now I'm just seeing your screen. It's Windows, and it's weird. You didn't share your screen. I'm just seeing Windows.
Oh, no, I did.
No, dude. No.
Okay. Let's try this for the third time.
Third
All
time.
right.
You gotta choose, I don't know, a certain window, Chrome window maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
Windows. It's weird.
Yep, no, I've worked it out now. I've got you. Don't worry.
I'm not editing this, by the way. It's like simply too hard.
All right. Yeah. Okay. How's this now?
Here we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Is there audio?
All right. Yep. So it's a
Okay, here we go.
1,000 degrees Celsius fireball versus popcorn. It looks like oil and popcorn in a wine glass. The ball bearing dropped in the popcorn. I kind of thought it would make popcorn a lot quicker than that. Holy shit. I'm almost surprised that it didn't break the wine glass though.
I'm very surprised.
It's actually working. It's like when those remember those old videos where they had the 4 phones on the table and the popcorn kernel?
Yeah.
And
You
they
think
were
it's
trying...
bullshit?
Yeah, it's 100% bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But that's not bullshit. That's fucking working.
Oh, you think this is not bullshit?
This isn't bullshit. No, this is 100% correct. But how?
Okay.
I'm not sure how they heat up that fucking ball bearing, but it's made the popcorn. You can see it's not bullshit because it's burning.
Put it in my living room for 2 hours in the afternoon. And be ready to go.
I'm going to get a bit scientific here, but if the glass was a little bit more outward shape, like maybe you did that in a martini glass, and the popcorn would have somewhere to spill out. I think it's getting caught. Anyway, that's just me.
I know because you're on TikTok a lot. It sounds like a lot more than me. There's like this style of video. So like with TikTok and all the video platforms, if you like show interest in one particular theme of video, it will just drag you down this like deep dungeon of bullshit content.
Yeah,
and
can like the way to beat the algorithm, or not beat the algorithm, is to make it work for you. Because if you really like content, you swipe and you look at their profile and you look at a couple of their other videos. And if you really want to see their content, you like them and you follow them. But if who could be fucked doing that? Like I do it all the time.
Buried in these videos where it's like shit like this, where it's completely made up. And it's like, if you do this, this will happen, like some home hack or something that's completely made up and it's CGI. Then all of a sudden the whole feed is like, holy shit.
That are that are like 2 parts, or it just says part 1. If it says part 1
Oh
and
yeah,
you're telling me how to do shit, I never watch them because they
dude. If
never
it's
ever tell you how to do shit, even by the
never.
third
And but then
one.
I go to the comments. Then I go
Frustrating
to
as
the
yeah.
comments, and then the algorithm learns I'm a stupid cunt. He just goes to the comments.
Yeah, there's a TikTok account that does all of those things. He'll just like go, instead of doing this, watch this, and he just says at the end, this is what happens, and you don't have to watch all the parts.
That's what my feed looks like. I like those videos though. Like, there's some seriously satisfying shit you can watch that takes a long time. And you're like, man, I really want to see the end of this.
Oh yeah, yep. And every now and again, you get on there and there's like a short scene from like The Martian or something, and you end up like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to watch The Martian again.
100%.
Yeah.
The cooking thing is the worst. Like the amount of cooking shit I send Aaron, I'm like, we have to make this immediately.
Oh yeah, yeah.
90% of my TikTok is cooking.
Like crunchy parmesan and garlic potato.
Yeah, just all these potatoes. So many potatoes.
Yeah.
I eat so many potatoes now.
Have you seen the butter guy?
Probably, I don't
The
know.
guy he's got like 30 or 40 different types of butters, and he just tells you how to make different butters. So you can make strawberry butter and vanilla butter and all these different things. And then he tells you what you put them on, and when you have it, it's incredible.
Tag me in him. I have not seen him, but I think you have
Yeah,
to tag
right.
me in it.
Instagram. All right. Okay.
Okay.
How fucking funny was old mate saying that?
You have to read this out, okay? We've got an audio first audience.
All right. This isn't a thing. Hey, this is okay. So it says Skipper blames hard solo stuff up for boozy New Year's Eve bungle. So what the deal was, I read this the other day. The guy was driving.
Did you actually read the story?
Yeah, there's an article.
This is all I saw.
No, there's an article on it. I think yesterday I think I read it or something. But
Okay.
I think it was New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve cruise with 120 people on board. So he was thinking that he's tried to make the claim that he was drinking solo while he's driving. And he's gone, oh, no, I didn't realize that it was hard solo.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you've drunken more hard solo than me.
Dude, I've drunken more hard solo than anyone.
Yeah. Does it taste like solo?
Sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does.
I mean, you're almost on the side of him. Just like,
look at the photo, though. Come on.
No, he knew exactly what he was drinking.
He's got the speed dealer sunnies on. Come on. Oh, my God.
Oh, dear. Craft beer professionals. Oh, no, that's the Alaska
Oh, that
one.
was it. That was the Alaska thing. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now get out of that. Oh, wait, no, TikTok? Okay.
Yeah, there's one more TikTok
one. More TikTok. All right.
Is this the one that I tagged you and Hendo in with the Will It Moped? Oh, no, it's Hendo's.
I've just released a brand new.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
Hendo's first.
Your brewing
TikTok
video doing today.
Wait, let's pause that. Pause it for a second. Hang on a second.
World class.
Let's first look at his profile. Oh, my God. My beer just turned hazy. I think I'm going to have to move on to the next beer.
So he's got 29 followers and 1 like, which means that he's liked 1 video. 219 people have watched this. Well, 209.
Look at his followers. Is it just you and me?
No, he's not following anyone. So Aussie Beer Voyage, The Beers Corner. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. Brew Baron.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole heap of people on there.
I'm not following. Fortitude. Oh, wait. Cook with Darren is.
Yeah, I followed him with a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, there you go. Cook with
that's
Darren.
My cooking account. How am I following him? Oh, because we followed him before he put a video up.
Yeah.
And there's you and me.
Yep.
And Jet is one of the 12. It's all just 12, isn't it?
Yeah. This is our ABV account. Why I should.
You're welcome for the support, Hendo. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I've just released a brand new and.
You know the good thing with Hendo when he's talking? These are the things you can do. You can just pause and slide it, and you can do shit like this and just look at him.
He looks like he's blazed out of his mind.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I would love to have an app called Pause Game, and it's just finding funny facial features of people.
Yeah, nice.
Like here's one here, like that one.
He's doing the Elon Musk. Go fuck
yeah.
yourself with the little fingers. Right.
Oh,
That's
here you
good.
go. I like long walks on the beach.
Okay.
I love you,
Let's
Hendo.
let's play and watch this video. Come on, let's play it in full.
Oh, okay. Yep,
We're
righto.
gonna actually play it,
All right, here we go.
and we'll give him feedback live on air.
I've just released a brand new and free crash course on the 9 things that your brewery needs to be doing today in order to make amazing, world-class and consistent beer. So if that sounds like something you want to know more about, and if you want to check out this 30-minute course,
Yeah,
leave a
you
comment
should
crash
definitely do
course
that too
below.
if that's something
and I'll
that's
get
in
you
your
all the
wheelhouse and you
details.
want to do. Because someone like Hendo, who's actually set up that course and done it, he would have set that up and got that all ready and perfect. It'll make your beer taste amazing. He's an incredible beer brewing legend, and
I think that content is a complete and utter fail. You're being way too nice. Complete fail.
oh
Did you?
no, I
Did,
said to him already today. I was like, oh, that's great for educational stuff, but you're not going to go viral with that. You need candid
not,
stuff.
but even not viral. It's not. It's not. It's not content that anyone on that platform wants. Like,
No,
okay,
he wants to go viral. That's what he says.
that's selling shit. That's like I'm a person that's trying to sell you something, which is the exact opposite of what works on a video social media channel like TikTok.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
Did you ever read or not read, but like the old Gary Vee thing, the jab, 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 right hook? Even that like basic
Yes.
idea of like
Yeah.
add a little bit of value, 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 bits of value, and then ask for something. Like that's like the most basic level of social media. You can't go into social media in your first post and be like, because that post is asking for something.
Yes. Yep.
It's literally like,
I don't think
I'm
it was.
great.
I
I
don't
will
think that
give you
was
something
supposed to be the first
you want
post
it.
that he wanted to put out. But with TikTok, it actually doesn't matter. You can put anything up at any time.
No, that's true. That's true. But
But
that post is not. That's the post you do when you have 50,000 followers, and you think, hey, some of my followers might actually want to go to the next level and become customers of my business.
Yep.
But like to get to the level where you do a post like that, you need to do a shitload of content that's going to be engaging to people.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hard because not everyone is
He'll
entertaining.
do it though. I reckon he'll work that out. But the thing is, and this is what's weird to me, right? He doesn't want to have TikTok on his phone, but he's quite happy to have Google and Facebook. And if he put his name and email and phone number into one of those, when you can go see what the systems know about me, it would already be spread everywhere and everything. Like I don't know what he thinks TikTok's going to do that's any worse than anything else he's done. So.
Yeah, but from a content point of view, like I think because I know he's doing like the Taki Moore thing, which is like this kind of internet marketing sort of angle where it's like, everything is about sales.
Yep.
But I really wonder, and I'm the first to admit these days I'm out of my depth when it comes to social media. I'm no longer a fucking expert in content. I'm 100% able to admit that. But I think these guys also don't know what they don't know. Like, it's not all about sales. Like, the guys who are doing really well with social media now, they're fucking entertainers. They're entertainers. They're funny.
There's someone that I follow on TikTok called Jules, and she's a social media manager for a lot of celebrities in LA. And she does a lot of self-help, like things that you should be doing every day, and not just on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And she says stuff every day, and she tells you, she'll come on and she'll like go, oh, you should do this and post a story. And when you've done it, tag me in it so that I can go and check and make sure that you've done it. To make you think, holy shit, someone's looking at me doing my homework sort of thing.
Right.
And it's really cool from that perspective as well. So yeah, I think it's just the goalposts are changing so fast, and how people consume media is just up and
100%.
down.
And the fucking young people are taking over, dude. I'll be the first to admit, like, I'm not. The young people know how to fucking do this shit. Like, I follow these accounts. Like, I follow this Adam Sullivan guy, and he is this young fucking ripped dude. He does like weight loss shit. All of his content is just stupid, playful, fun, crass content, and people eat it up.
Yeah.
and he's building this amazing business. That's just what it's a whole
I
new
don't,
world. And it's like
I don't
old
watch
people
anything
like
on
you and me, or
YouTube.
like people like who come from the sales side of things, who are like, you need to do a video that is like selling what you do.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
fucking old person thing to do. It's just not working anymore.
See, I'm not a YouTube person. Like, obviously our podcast is on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube heaps of places because of it, but I don't watch YouTube. The only things that I watch on YouTube is our episodes when I'm writing the blog posts that I can remember what I've said and asked, and I don't sit on YouTube and watch videos and things like that. Like, it just annoys the shit out of me.
Right,
It's not
but YouTube
how I like
is
to
like,
consume.
if you did want to be educated in something, that's probably a place you would go, right? Like if you want to learn something.
No, I use TikTok, man.
Really? So you,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
everything
right.
I want to do is on TikTok. I'm learning how to sing on TikTok. I follow about 27 vocal coaches who all have these free vocal exercises in their TikTok videos,
That's
and
crazy.
that's all I need to do and worry about.
So
I
you've
don't
just
need.
given up you basically handed over the direction of your education to an algorithm. You have
Yeah,
more faith in the algorithm than your own
yeah,
kind of, yeah,
because they're real people, and every single day there's new content, there's new stuff that I can learn and
yeah.
track and follow, and you know what? They're interactive too. They follow me back.
Mm.
They comment back on, like, when I comment on their videos and go, "Oh, this is a great tip, thank you," and they'll go, you keep at it and blah blah blah, and try this and
Yeah,
here's
they've
how
done a
you
pretty good job
go.
with
And
spam. Like YouTube is a complete disaster with comments.
yeah,
No one's interacting via comments on YouTube.
no, right. But it's funny though, because Cade, my son, he said to me, and he goes today actually, he said, "Dad, who's your favorite YouTuber?" And I'm like, "Me." And he goes, "Well, I can't watch you because you said that I can't watch you." And I said, "Well, no, you can't, because I've marked your content not suitable for children."
Yeah.
Um, so that's what all our content is. But and he goes, "Well, I can't watch you on YouTube," and I'm, well, that's probably for a good thing, mate. But
But
yeah,
YouTube has become this, I mean, fuck, even TikTok, but even like like you look like a Mr. Beast video, the production and the work and the
oh
effort and everything that goes into that, it's so crazy. It's
yeah,
so crazy what that's become.
yep. He spends like 10 million for a video.
It's a fucking wild world, man. No, I'm here for it. I think it's
Yeah,
great. I think it's all the creative people are getting rewarded now. Like
yep,
people who are like this dude I'm thinking about, like he's probably in another lifetime, he's probably just your average local personal trainer, but he happens to be charismatic and funny.
yep,
He's going to be a fucking multi millionaire because he just happens to be able to create this great content, got the right people around him, the platform,
yeah,
the timing, everything is right. And you're entertaining people and you're educating at the same time. Like
yeah.
I
You
learn the
also
shit and I
need, you
laugh at
know
the
what
same
you
time.
need though? You need time. If you want to be a content creator, you need to have time. Like, you can't be one of
Mm.
these people, um, like you or I, who is working all day and has a family at home and still has to live their life. And
It
like,
depends on the business though. Like I
oh,
think we don't realize how like some businesses are way easier than others.
yeah,
Like online business, I never even knew this. Like my last business before a brewery was an online business.
yeah,
It's 100% recurring. We were turning over $1 million a year. I didn't have any active role in the business other than like writing blog posts. Like that was like I'd given up active management of the business. My mate was managing it. We had a team of 30 developers in different parts of the world managing customers. Expenses were about probably half $1 million a year,
yep,
and the rest was profit.
yeah, right,
And we end up selling it.
yep,
But I mean, even just the thought of that now, after spending 8 years in the beer industry and now in the coffee industry, the thought of having a business where I didn't have to work and it ran itself and I could just get paid $250,000 a year,
yeah,
it seems fucking foreign to me now.
yeah,
But these businesses exist. Like if you've got an online business and it's a recurring thing, or it's an info product business, like some of these guys, they're selling weight loss programs and shit like that,
yep,
or apps, like recurring, repeating revenue. And all they really need to do is do content to keep the front end of the funnel fueled.
yep,
They've got nothing but time.
yeah.
It's a fucking good gig.
Ah, wish I could do it.
Man, I wish we could go back in time and not sell it. It was a fucking good business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's do 12 questions.
Righto.
So we have one question, and then we have the link, which we don't look at until the show. The first question was from Phil Sharp.
Hold up. Before we go any further.
Yep, it's happening.
Is this Boston the Brewer episode 108?
It's 108.
Because that's a factor of 12, motherfuckers.
Oh, shit. Oh,
That's
no,
9.
is it actually? Oh, God. Is it actually?
That is.
Oh, no. I didn't even realize that. I'd normally notice this shit.
I'm pretty sure that I was on for
Oh,
another
shit.
factor of 12 as well.
Wow. Okay. Shit. Good call.
Don't worry, guys. As one of the 12, I'm here for you all.
We are welcome. That's amazing. Normally it's me pointing that out. So well done on doing that.
Well, what are you drinking? What did you change to?
Well, I swapped it out for a little hazy number because
Nice.
I got one more beer in there and
Yeah.
that was getting hazy. So I thought I might as well drink a hazy. Yeah, normally I'm the one like, Hendo, we should celebrate. And he's like, nah, it's not a factor of 12. I'm like, dude, we've done 108 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
Like, let's have like a celebration.
144 needs to be a celebration. 12 12s.
He suggested that. I think that makes sense. We can do 144.
We suggested that because he keeps missing the freaking.
Exactly. As soon as 144 comes around, be like, let's do 288. Like, fuck's sake, Hendo. Right. So Phil Sharp posted in the group, what happened with the Pickle Monkey crowdfund? This is before we get to the link on the 12 questions.
Yep.
So if you've been listening to the podcast, Pickle Monkey did a crowdfunding around Christmas. They did it on Market.
Yep.
Which is a different platform than most breweries are funded on. During the campaign, you couldn't see how much they'd raised. We talked about it on the podcast a few times. I actually messaged the people on Market and asked how their platform works because like the industry has become accustomed to this kind of, the virtual approach to crowdfunding, which is, generate the hype, get people in.
Yep.
Yeah, the old school crowdfunding thing where it's like it's going to run out, we want to hit a certain target, all that kind of stuff. And they brought that to investing. On Market's like an old school investing platform, so none of that is there. And she responded to me saying, you don't have to share the progress unless you want to. So the person putting in the raise chooses whether to share progress. It ended, I don't know, before today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And you still can't see how much they raised, which is a foreign concept to anyone in the beer industry.
There is a comment from an hour ago from Lee from White Lies. It says word on the street is that they did hit their minimum via the closed offer only. So maybe more to come.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's interesting to me because raising money always used to be like this. It always used to be like behind closed doors, secretive. You never really knew what was happening. You had to be in the group. And it's topical now because Australia is actually raising the net worth limit to be an investor in a company.
Yep.
And so it's like investing has always been a thing for rich people. And they're increasing, the Labor government now is increasing it. So it's a thing for even richer people.
Yep.
So they can't invest. And so to me, crowdfunding was an idea where it was like, okay, people for smaller amounts could invest smaller amounts of money who do not meet the sophisticated investor thing because they don't have a net worth of fucking $10 million.
Yep.
So On Market are more of an old school platform where it's more the old school way, which is you raise around, people don't see what's happening. It's just, you put the offer out there. If they accept it, they accept it. And the deal is the deal. Yep. And so this raise is very much like how every other raise happened in the industry, in every industry forever until equity crowdfunding was a thing.
Yep.
And you have to make your own mind up about what happened. And I think what happened is they raised their minimum, which you said.
Yep.
Word on the street.
Yeah, yeah.
And they didn't do the whole hype thing. And I know, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if that's how they want to run it, then that's cool. I think it's good that they get to do it that way. So who knows?
It's super interesting because the whole crowdfunding world, all of this is colliding at the same time. Like the sophisticated investor thing all the startup rich investor types are angry about the sophisticated investor limit going up,
Yep.
which I am too, because it seems stupid. Because from experience, I know from a very limited experience that if you're rich, it doesn't make you smarter, it doesn't make you more sophisticated.
No.
I'm fucking very, very confident about that.
Yep.
Very confident. It makes you older, probably stupider.
Yeah.
And so there needs to be, but on the crowdfunding side, like what we saw with the filter raise, which we talked about on this pod, is like people don't understand basic numbers. If they're investing in that business at that valuation, they don't understand what they're getting themselves into.
Yep. Yeah.
So there needs to be some balance. I think a test for both situations would make a lot of sense, like a proper test, like a forklift fucking test,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you have to learn, you have to practice, you have to be approved to do it, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Unless it's a really small amount. I think with equity crowdfunding, I think it's cool. The perks, like up to $500, that's all fine. But I feel like these two things are coming together, because no one thinks someone with a net worth of $10 million or $5 million or whatever it is should be the only people who could invest in companies. But also, everyone wants to protect people who don't understand a P&L and a balance sheet, who are going to invest in a brewery that it doesn't have good financials.
Yeah, it was interesting on Brews News this week. They were talking to Matty was talking to the guys from Brews from Your Mates, and the average fundraise for the Your Mates, even though it was done within an hour, the average fundraiser added $2,500 or something dollars, but there was quite a few people. They got up to $2.5 million within an hour.
Was it the median or the average?
That was the average.
Average is meaningless.
Yeah. Well,
average is meaningless because you got like a whole bunch of people.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same with ours. Like, we did $2 million in a day, and it was a record, and it was like everyone's investing 2,000, and that's great. But, it was different then, dude. It was different then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at 2021 when you went out to the market with faith and honesty, and said, "This is our numbers. This is what we think is going to happen. This is where we think things are going." And people invested that, and then you see what's happened since. And it's just like, I really worry about who's doing crowdfunding now. Like, you look at the filter one, it's like those numbers are in complete contrast to the real world.
Yeah.
And what's the next one going to be like? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of scares me.
Yep.
Anyway, let's get to these 12 questions.
Cool.
All right, we have 7. It's not too bad. Often we have 0. Right, Tom Northwood. Where's Tom working these days? Can you tell me by his profile? Probably not. Right. Is Dan pumped for the new season of Maths? Oh, 100%. I think it starts on Monday. What's the date? Yeah.
I have no
completely
interest
pumped
in Maths at all.
Oh, dude, get on board. That's brilliant. No, 100%. 100% starts Monday. I'm so down. All right, Adams Schell. Wait, is this you? Who the fuck is this?
No, that's the other one. Not me.
Oh,
the other one.
The other one's in the group?
Yeah. There's 4 of us in the group.
Fuck's sake. Is the other one Is the other one the one that used to be in the homebrew club on the Gold Coast?
No, that was that's a different Adam. Different surname.
Snell, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not Schell.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Question. If Hendo could grow hair at the top of his noggin, what hairstyle would you most like to see him rock? Wow. Okay, let me think about this. I would probably I'm gonna go the Milli Vanilli type situation.
Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, plaits, plaids all the way down long. No blackface, because we don't do that,
no.
Just the Hendo face and the full Milli Vanilli.
I'd like to see like the full mohawk, like the foot high mohawk.
Yeah.
I reckon that'd be, or something similar to like what Paulie Shaw rocked in Encino Man.
Nice.
I think that'd be
The
cool.
Hendo photos of him back in the day as a boogie boarder in fucking Surfing Life magazine or whatever are pretty legit.
Yeah,
You check that out if you haven't seen it.
I've
Adams
only known him
Schell.
without hair.
Awesome. Norman Blyton says Flacco, aka Paul Livingston. And then Andrew Lang says the Skullet. Oh, the Skullet would be tough.
Yeah,
That's a good one. That would be tough.
He'd look tough with his bike helmet on.
He could do the Travis guy from Traveller. That guy
Oh yeah.
from Vikings. He had like the bald thing with like the hair tucked at the front.
Yeah.
Hendo could pull that off.
He could pull that off for sure.
That'd be sick. Right, Louis G. Question: why Gene sacked Gunter? Why? I don't believe what they said. You into F1?
I think
What's some
that
inside
Haas
mail
just
on this?
needed a change, and as much as an awesome personality as Gunther is, I think that they need to spend a lot more money. They need to spend a lot more money to get their car up to scratch because it's pretty. I was really excited when they joined the Formula One paddock, but they haven't shown any promise at all. And
You know what I thought when they joined the Formula One paddock? I thought these motherfuckers from America have no fucking idea how much they're going to get creamed by these Europeans.
Oh yeah, it's
Dude.
a totally different style of
Totally
racing
different
to what
concept.
they use.
Yeah.
But I mean, Gene's obviously got the money, but Gunther was a great personality and he was obviously good at running the team. But I mean, who knows? The new guy is from a development side, so be interesting to see if that makes a difference because that'll be similar to old mate from Red Bull who's come through and he knows the technical side as well. But I'm sure so does Gunther. But
Christian Horner, do you mean? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, Christian
Tell me.
Horner. Yeah.
Oh, Christian Horner, yeah. Well, he's an ex-racer.
Gunther's been there since the start, almost 10 years, and Haas have always come in shit. Like, it hasn't been a steady climb up of improvement. And that's
No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And that's the thing. I mean, if I was to answer the question, I would say whoever is the director or the investors in this company, they're fucking smart because they will ignore all the other bullshit.
Yep.
And they will say, well, what are the results?
Yeah, there's certain KPIs.
At the end of the day, you have to be accountable for the results. Yeah.
Yep.
And it sucks. It's like a footy team. It's like, it sucks.
I was just going to say, there's coaches that get sacked all the time, like halfway through seasons and shit. Like after 6 games, like you're not performing, you're out. Like we can't afford to have you for the whole season. It's not like we'll ride the season out on the back of you. No, it's like cutthroat. No, you're out. Fuck off.
That's the job.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew Lane. Question: is Hendo on a work trip or is he chasing tail around the world? Wow, I wasn't expecting that question.
Oof. Definitely a work trip.
Work trip.
Yep, he's opened a brewery over in Toronto. Apparently,
that's true. Yeah, that was quick, wasn't it?
He did it quick.
Andrew Lang again. Jesus Christ, it's an Andrew Langathon. Question: can we get guest Michael from F4 to come back on follow-up episode? Michael, is this wait, okay.
I don't know. We're on 108.
Episode 4. That's not a multiple of fucking 12.
Oof.
All right, we're gonna do this live right now. I'm gonna look in the website. Let me see. It's not the VA guy. No, that wasn't Michael. Was it? No.
I don't know.
I think more guests is generally a good idea. Although I did ask Mazen if he wanted to come on tonight, and he prefers to get angry behind the scenes and not actually come on the podcast, which is fine. He'll probably listen to this, then ring me and abuse me, which is great. But also Mazen, come on the pod.
I've never Mazen. I know that he was up last year for Gabs, and I was going to come and hang out with you and Hendo and meet him just to say good day, and I didn't because I'd had too many beers already. Not that I think that would have mattered with current company of all you guys.
No, would have been fun. I'm looking up our first episode. Mazen was episode 3. Evan Craney was episode 4. So
yeah, okay.
There's no Michael.
No Michael.
No. No Michael. So it just goes down as either a shit question or I've screwed it up and it's bad research. But
No
Michael.
idea, mate.
Now I'm
What-
fucking intrigued. We had David Jackson on early on. This is going back a fair way. I'm gonna search for the word Michael just in case.
You know you're gonna try and find it. It's gonna annoy you until you can work it out.
Oh, it's annoying the shit out of me. Well, I tried my best. There's no Michael. There's
No?
no Michael. We've never had a Michael on the show, as far as I can tell. I think he's fucking with us. That's a good troll if he is.
Oh, so-
I think he's fucking with us.
Nah,
That's pretty
what
good.
he's done. He's throwing it out there.
Oh, motherfucker. That's good.
Oh shit.
I appreciate it. That's a shit post.
That's a shit post.
That's what we're about.
That's how you shit post, people.
Turn up to Hiker Brewing on the what date is it? You can't say the date, can you? Is it on the actual date?
Yeah, you
can't
can.
say,
It's
or
the
it's
27th.
oh, it's not on
Saturday,
the date. You can't say. Okay.
Saturday, 27th. It's the day after Australia Day. It's
Are you
Gab's
allowed to say Australia
100
Day?
countdown. Yeah, because it's the day after. I'm not saying Australia Day. It's
Okay.
on. But yeah, Gab's hottest 100 countdown from 11. Phil and Dan. Phil or Dan might not be there. Well, Dan probably will be there drinking, but Phil will
Different
be there.
Dan.
Yeah, Dan's will
Dan
be.
with the heart shape,
There will
sweaty
be a Dan.
beads.
I'm gonna make a custom T-shirt for the day too, an Adam Beer T-shirt.
How?
I've got a vinyl cutter and a heat press, so I'll just make my own shirt for the day.
Just for you?
Yeah. Do you want one? What size are you?
Selfish? Dude, I'm jacked to the gills. What do you mean?
Well, I'm an XL.
Medium.
Medium.
I'll take the shirt.
All right. Yeah, I'll do up a shirt.
Love it. All right. Cheers,
I don't know
legend.
what
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna
filling
do,
in.
but yeah. Not a worry.
Looking forward to catching up on the 27th.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be a great day.
Will be. All right. Cheers, mate. Love your
Awesome.
work.
Cheers, mate.